Hello, 2C. Today, I thought I would read you Andrew's Loose Tooth by Robert Munsch, because as you know, grade 2 is a huge year for losing teeth. All right, I will show you the picture as soon as I'm done the page. When Andrew came downstairs, there were 3 big red apples in the middle of the table. And even though he had a loose tooth, he decided to eat an apple. So he reached out, picked up an apple, shined it on his shirt, took a bite, and yelled, "Yow! Mummy, Mummy, do something about this tooth. It hurts so much I can't even eat my apple." Andrew's mother opened up his mouth and looked inside. "Ooh," she said, "it's a loose tooth. I know what to do." She took hold of the tooth with both hands and pulled as hard as she could. But the tooth did not come out. "Oh, Andrew," she said, "I just can't get that tooth out. Why don't you try another apple? That might make your tooth come out." There she is, pulling away. So Andrew reached out, picked up an apple, shined it on his shirt, took a bite, and yelled, "Yow! Daddy, Daddy, do something about this tooth. It hurts so much I can't even eat my apple." So Andrew's father opened up his mouth and looked inside. "Ooh," he said, "it's a loose tooth. I know what to do." Oh, there he is yelling. Oh, he got a big pair of pliers and took hold of Andrew's tooth. Then he put his foot on Andrew's nose and pulled as hard as he could. But the tooth did not come out. "Oh, Andrew," he said, "this tooth is stuck. Why don't you try another apple? That will make your tooth come out." There's his dad with his pliers. So Andrew reached out, picked up an apple, shined it on his shirt, took a bite, and yelled, "Yow! Mummy, Daddy, Mummy, Daddy, do something about this tooth. It hurts so much I can't even eat my apple." So they called a dentist. There they are on the phones. The dentist came in a shiny black car. He opened up Andrew's mouth, looked inside, and said, "Ooh, it's a loose tooth. I know what to do." There's the dentist. All right, I've never had a dentist come to my house before. He got a big long rope and he tied one end to Andrew's tooth. Andrew said, "I know what you're going to do. I know what you're going to do. You're going to tie the end of the rope to the door, and then you're going to slam the door." "No," cried the dentist. "I'm going to tie it to my car." Yikes. There they are. He tied the other end of the rope to his car, and drove away as fast as he could. When he got to the end of the rope, his whole car fell apart. The dentist stood there, just holding the steering wheel. Try to show the whole thing here. Then Andrew's mother and his father and the dentist all said, "Andrew, Andrew, that tooth will not come out. You just have to eat. You just can't eat your breakfast." Andrew sat out in the front yard, looking very sad. His best friend Louie came along and said, "Andrew, what's the matter?" "Oh," said Andrew, "my mother can't get this tooth out. My father can't get this tooth out. The dentist can't get this tooth out. And I can't eat my breakfast." "Oh," said Louie, "I know what to do." It's good to have a good friend, especially if they've got good ideas. Louie went into Andrew's house and called the Tooth Fairy on the phone. The Tooth Fairy roared up right away on a large motorcycle. Andrew looked at the Tooth Fairy and said, "If you think you are going to use that motorcycle to pull out my tooth, you are nuts." "What do you think I am?" said the Tooth Fairy. "A dentist?" There she is. Not quite what I expected the Tooth Fairy to look like. She pulled Andrew's tooth with one hand, and the tooth did not come out. She pulled Andrew's tooth with two hands, and the tooth did not come out. She got a hammer, a large hammer, off her motorcycle and clanged Andrew's loose tooth. The hammer broke into two pieces, and the tooth still did not come out. "Incredible," said the Tooth Fairy. "This is the first tooth ever that I can't pull out. I guess you just can't eat your breakfast." "Hold it," said Louie. "I have an idea." She's quite something, isn't she? Louie went into Andrew's house and got a pepper shaker. He pushed back Andrew's head and sprinkled pepper up Andrew's nose. Andrew went, "Ah, ah, achoo!" Look what's happening. And sneezed that tooth all the way across town. Try the whole thing there. But the Tooth Fairy still got her tooth. And there's Andrew and Louie, looking very pleased with themselves, I must say. And that's the end of Andrew's loose tooth.